is Rashi Manglet. I'm with Victor McCulty and Miller, representing Federal Investments, with Mrs. Barbara Angulo. As some of you probably know, she's in this community for several years. We're here to seek the group's support to renovate 276 to 282 Hanover Street. As I'm sure you all know, the fire last year was a big loss for those units. So what we're looking to do, no changes to the restaurant on the first floor or the exterior. Basically, we want to join the two buildings by filling in the middle of them. That way we'll get more square footage and allow for more units in the area. So not only will the units that will be put in, they'll have two forms of egress instead of just one, but also we'll be able to house more people, which of course, as we all know, is a big issue in Boston. A lot of people, there's a high demand for rental units. We're applying for a change of occupancy from 16 units to 20 units. And currently the zoning we applied for an appeal. It's, we have received our refusal letter and filed, and so once we complete community outreach, then we'll receive a hearing date. Any questions from?
I have a terminology.
Yes.
How is a public hall different than just a hallway, is that?
We didn't have a hallway. The buildings were not attached.
Okay.
They're attached on the outside
Yeah.
and the front. And if you turn to like the next page, there's a hole in the middle. Those
Okay.
where the fire patios were located.
Yeah.
So by creating the public hallway, you have access from all units, and then you have two egresses coming out the front of the building, one on 282 and the other on the 276. So you have two mains out, and you also have two roof accesses.
So the middle that was empty was, what do you call it, fire plaza? What do you
It's
call
called a fire patio.
Fire patio.
So each level had 3 fire patios, so you basically, here's your window, you stepped outside, and I believe you said you had it in your building?
Yeah.
Yeah, you step outside, and originally, in the old days, you broke the window next door in the other building.
I said,
Or
Which is what I
open
would have to do to get
to,
from my unit
and you
to-
run down the other side of the building, basically.
I said,
Now they're obsolete due to the fire.
so this is a complete hollow space between the two buildings?
Yeah.
All the way from ceiling to, from sky to
Yep,
the ground?
to the ground.
And the patios don't lead down to stairs down into that patio?
No,
I see,
What's on the ground?
the tar, I guess. which is-
El Panino restaurant, the restaurant.
Are these going to be affordable housing units?
Most of them will not be.
I mean, it's all
It's a
Not
market.
affordable,
What price point is that put in that? What are you thinking? Will be $2,000 a month?
In the other building we have now, like, one bedroom is 1,800. That's completely redone.
And just to address the question that Victor had brought up earlier, I apologize, I didn't do that earlier. So Anthony Pisani, the architect for the ZBA, he has looked at the plans, he has okayed them. And as for the trash room, these plans don't reflect that, but we've talked with the architect, that will be on the second floor, the trash room.
So on the trash, you'll have a trash room on the second floor, meaning that the residents of the 20 units will go to the second floor to bring their trash. 20 units of trash will be stored on the second floor. Then someone will bring that trash, 20 units of trash, down to the sidewalk on Monday mornings and Friday. Is that correct?
Yes,
And who will bring the trash down?
we have maintenance.
Because I was concerned about increasing the number of units increases the amount of trash that will be on the sidewalk. And this is a very congested sidewalk, not only for a lot of people, but with the trash of the commercial enterprises in that area.
Well, Frank from El Panino, his trash actually has to go out on Palmetto Street. He puts his trash on the other side, so we're not as congested. And then where there's 2 egresses, you're gonna have 2, we'll separate it out, but make sure it comes to the trash. The other thing we're trying to devise to make it a little easier for the tenants is, that's why it's taking. He was trying to devise like a trash chute somewhere in the building, where if you're on the 4th floor, I mean, who really wants to carry down their trash? Let's make it a little easier and see if we can get a chute right into that room on the ground floor.
Or on the second.
Oh, the second floor.
They don't want the trash cans?
Well, he's looking in to see what we can do for it.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I can remind you about the short-term rental. What's the rule about that?
In January, there's no Airbnb allowed anywhere in the city.
So I know, I believe in a couple of months.
Okay.
How does that go?
But I do year-to-year leases, or actually all my tenants now in the other property we have are 2-year leases. I only like long-term people, actually wanting to stay.
But what does this, what do the cities?
Well, in this case, because the owner doesn't live in the building, there would be no allowed short-term rentals in that building as of next September. Is that correct, Ford?
Correct, yeah.
What is short-term? What
Renters,
is the amount of
renters
short-term?
cannot re-let on Airbnb in Boston as of September.
And
As
the
this is an
owner
all
cannot-
rental unit, and the owner needs to be living in the unit. And so, yeah, there's no allowance. in this one.
What is a short-term rental? What amount of time?
Under 30 days by the city's, actually under 28 days by the city's definition. The governor is trying to push that to 90 days in the state bill, but we'll see what happens. That's one of the reasons it's held up, the state bill.
And if the owner doesn't live in the building?
If the owner doesn't live in the building, then it's, there's no Airbnb rental.
Or short rental?
No short-term rental at all. But that's, I have a question. So the air shaft that you guys are filling in, those were relatively common, and were put in a combination of alleviating floor area ratio, but, you know, the argument's going to be made that the floor area ratios are all busted up in the North End Inning House, so. But taking it away, how do you, it was put in for ventilation and sunlight, so how are you accommodating ventilation so that these apartments are airy, and like how many windows are left in the apartments after the shaft is gone?
Well, in the front, there's still 32 windows, we're changing nothing. So you have adequate amount of light, is what Kazani told us. In the back, on the plan, you can see we're moving a couple windows along the back, and we're adding 2 windows on the, if you're looking at the building, it's the right side, which is kind of landlocked, but I have one little strip, so we're gonna go right up with a strip of windows, give everybody a little extra light.
Like the air shaft that you had before?
Yeah.
So, okay, great. That's great, thank you.
Any other questions? Any comments?
Yeah, just a
Sean?
brief, and I didn't see any in the plans, anything on the roof, so there's no decks or no outdoor
So,
space.
no deck, roof deck. The only thing is we have 2, are they called huts or cupolas, I believe? So that is exit only. So if there is a fire, there are 2 more exits that they come out, and they both have fire emergency doors with the sirens.
Anyone else?
Just one comment more.
Yeah.
I think it's important to know that sprinklers will be installed in this
Yes.
building for the very first time. And from what I understand, they're the best way to save lives in the building.
Can we have a motion from someone? Anyone?
I move that the members, eligible members to vote, use ballot number 1 to designate either support or opposition to this proposal.
Okay, second? Okay, thank you. All right, so ballot number 1. We'll announce the results of the prior vote, which was 19 supported, 4 opposed, and 1 abstained. So we will be sending a letter in support of the project on Hanover St.